Today we are here to celebrate the resurrection of Christ. Resurrection of Christ has the greatest significance for all the Sahaja-yogis, and we have to understand that He resurrected Himself so that we could resurrect ourselves. The message of His life is His resurrection and not His cross. He bore the cross for us, and we don't have to bear any more. I see lots of people having this drama going on. They are carrying the cross across to show as if we are going to do the job for Christ, as if He has left some work to be done by these people who play a drama. But all this drama is to deceive yourself and to deceive others. There's no sense in playing such useless things to show how Christ suffered. To make you weep and to make you cry, Christ did not suffer. He suffered that you should enjoy, that you should be happy, that you should lead a life of complete bliss and gratitude to the Almighty who has created you. He would never like you to be unhappy. Which father would like his son to be unhappy? So we have to understand that His message of His life, why He came on this earth, to do the greatest job is that of resurrection. If He had not resurrected Himself, I could not have worked out Sahaja Yoga. So we have to be eternally thankful to His life and to Him, that the way He did all this difficult task, taking upon Himself, that we cannot do. We human beings cannot do it. It's only He being the divine, He being the Om, He being the Logos, He being the Brahma could do it. But now you all have ascended. I can see on your faces, Christ writ large on your faces. It's beautifully shining in your eyes and twinkling. He is there within us, in our hearts, in our eyes. And He has resurrected Himself, and He has resurrected you too. But now it is for you to resurrect other people. You can resurrect other people. This is the power, you have got it. Through Him maybe, or through your Kundalini. But you have this power to resurrect other people. But first and foremost thing, you have to be strong like Christ. How He obeyed His mother, and how He obeyed all the demands of His life. How He was committed, and how He dedicated Himself to this single task. He didn't bother as to develop His monetary side, or to become some sort of a big officer, or to become another great rider or a swimmer, or climb on the Alps, some sort of a thing like that. He didn't try all these tricks, and didn't try for hanker after all these things that sometimes make us quite mad. What He did was to establish His identity as the Brahma itself, as the divine vibrations itself, which He established. And what you have to do is to establish yourself as the resurrected people, as the realized souls, as the Sahaja-yogis. And this is going to be very easy. Now everything is made easy for you. Your realization, then your powers, everything has beautifully settled within you. It has worked out so beautifully, slowly and steadily. I don't think I have ever tried to force you to do something, or have compelled you to do something. But through your own ascent you can see what's wrong with you or with the people about whom we are talking. And then you can also know through all these powers whatever is to be known. All that is unknown can be your own, everything. But the attention should be towards your ascent, towards the state. Now, ascent is not some sort of a physical process. It is not that you ascend some staircases. It is a state. It's a state of your personality. And there where I always say, excuse me, I think the sun is showing its results. See how the sun listens to me. Can you help me a little bit to take out? Things very hot for me. I don't know what about you people. Just telling me off. Just I forgot to tell you about the sun, so he's just troubling me. So I better they have been telling for the last 1 year, you see, we've been thinking of coming here for this puja. And I was very anxious that we should have the Easter puja here. But the dates were not very suitable, because those days the moon would be waning. So I thought, how will I do it without the moon? We have to have the moon there, it's important. So I thought we'll have it sometimes later. And suddenly it happened that I had to come here. Luckily, I was here. And then on the television for the last 1 week, they have been telling that it's going to rain heavily, it's going to be very clouded, and the temperature is going to be very bad, and it's going to be very, very heavy rains. And again, every night, every time they announced about the weather, it was looking even worse every time. So I thought, now what to do? If you ask the clouds to move out, you have to have a tremendous breeze, and that may spoil your tent. So somehow or other, you see, I just told the clouds that you better move on to Newfoundland. Slowly, steadily, not with great speed. And they did it. And then the sun, which was very bright, came out. Early in the morning, I saw him. Red like my sari. So beautiful it was. We were all asleep, but I was awake very early. And I was watching the way it came up, just like my bindi, it came up. I saw it. I said, look at this sun, you see. How obedient, how dedicated, how beautiful. Whatever it is, today is Mother's Puja, you have to have proper light, you have to have proper temperature. Just look at the sky, look at everything. And then gradually it became pink like your faces. It's beautiful. It became pink, beautifully pink, and then now it's shining. I'm sorry I should have given full tribute to the sun the way he has acted. So that's why he's troubling me a little bit, just to remind me. So, as you know, the sun is this AgnyaChakra. Christ resides in the sun. And in the body, in the being, he is the spirit. When he is the spirit, he is the moon. And when he acts on the Agnya, he is the sun. Now, We have seen in his life that he was absolutely, spotlessly immaculate. He had no defects in him. He was a perfect personality. Then why did he want to resurrect? One can ask. What is in his time is the resurrection. His resurrection is like making the way through the AgnyaChakra for all of you to pass through it. He was like the gate, or we should say he was the one who opened the gate for all of you. Because he was so perfect, he had no problems as we have of our chakras, our kundalini. He had no problems. But he was the complete compassion in the nature of vibrations. Vibrations became complete compassion. So much so that even when he was resurrected, and even before that when he was crucified, he said that, "Oh God, the Father, please forgive those people, because they do not know what they are doing." Such forgiveness, such compassion. And the mother had to watch all that, keeping quiet, because that was the game. That was the thing one has to do. He had to play his game, and he played it so well. So now when we talk about Christ, we have to remember one thing, that he has done all this for us. Now what are we going to do for him? He is the pattern we have to follow. Supposing if that is the pattern we have to follow, then it's not that we carry the cross on our shoulder. That's not the pattern you have to follow. Many people think because he carried the cross, we can carry the cross. Anybody can carry the cross. If you in India, if you give about 5 rupees to a loader, he can carry a cross across. What is so great about it? What is so great in carrying a cross on your shoulder? It's something great. Any wrestler can do it. Anybody can do it. That's not the point. The point is we have to carry the work of Christ of resurrection. That is what we have to realize. We have to understand the importance of our being, of our lives. Like Christ understood that he has come for this great job here. And though he came as a human being, though he came as an ordinary son of an ordinary carpenter, though on this earth he had a body and he lived like other human beings, still he knew what he had to do, he knew what he had to achieve, and he achieved it. I think his was the most difficult task which he achieved, and which he furnished it so well that today we are having all the benefits of that. Now, let us see if we have done something for Sahaja Yoga or not. We all should examine ourselves. What have we done for Sahaja Yoga? Not carrying the cross, I mean to say. Some people think when they travel in India and if they carry the luggage of people downward, they are carrying the cross of Christ. That's not the way. It's something very, very serious one has to think about. And that seriousness is how far we have achieved that state. For that, what have we done? And a simple thing I've been asking all of you, you have to meditate every day. All of you have to meditate every day. But somehow, nobody has time to meditate. We are having these watches just to know that we have to meditate. Not for anything else. Our lives are for meditation. You need not spend all your 24 hours, but you have to meditate. Every day you must meditate. If you meditate, your children will meditate. And meditation is such a simple thing for you, made so easy, that all the elements you can see, work it out. All your chakras are made of different elements. And when you clear out with the different style, you know all the methods and the techniques of Sahaja Yoga. With that, when you clear out these chakras, when you clear them out, you are absolutely free, absolutely at that stage where you have to be. But if you do not do this much even, is to meditate, is going to be very, very difficult for me and for you to achieve for which you have come on this earth.